for Richard Sherman?
Smart, still observing him. He's got to get in some football shape, obviously, but I've watched him play for a long time. He's still smart, savvy, understands the ball game. Just got to get legs under him.
There's this misconception that in your system you're asking your guys to play man all the time because you're just blitzing, 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 right? But that's not going to be the case with them. Like you guys play a fair amount of zone two. What are going to be the expectations of him when he's coming into this system?
I don't think it's the expectations with any of our guys. Just to run the system and learn what he can do and what he can't do and try to play to his strengths just like everybody else. We're not going to baby him or complicate him any more than what he can do or what we have him do. So he's just going to fit in, see what he can do, and we'll go as we see it.
How conceivable is it that he could play this week?
It's still early. We still got a lot of injuries to go over and everything else like that. But he's practicing, and we're letting him learn something. So, in case he has to, he can go out there and function at a high level and do the right things.
He told us that he can bring leadership and accountability to the team. So how important is that to a younger secondary?
Well, it's important all across the board. I mean, we got to have that regardless of whether he's here or not. But he brings a wealth of experience and knowledge at the corner position that sometimes players hear things better from players than they do coaches, with guys that actually are playing the game right there. So he brings a lot to the table that way.
There was a couple of plays last week. Obviously, the deep shot to Deshaun. You got guys that play together, right? You got Edwards, and you got Carlton. So is that technique? Was it miscommunication? Did you hope they'd be past that at this point?
We just busted. I mean, there's no other way around it. We just busted. We understand we got to play it better and we got to coach it better as well.
From a defensive perspective, if you had the kind of familiarity that Bill has with Tom, if you had that with another opponent, how much of an advantage would it be for you?
I don't know if it's an advantage. You can hear what they like to do or how they think, but I don't think it's an advantage or a disadvantage. It's just insight, and it's all a matter of what kind of pieces you have to use that insight or not use that insight.
Obviously, opponents have schemed to get rid of the ball quicker against your defense, but to have 3 sacks in 3 games, what would you point to as the biggest problems in that?
It's not a problem. Sometimes we get there and the ball's out. Sometimes we cover and we don't get there. It's a combination of everything. It's week 3. We're working at it. We're close. One aspect or the other is letting it down at the wrong time, and the time is not there yet, but we'll get that part together and we'll straighten it out.
You didn't have JPP on the field. Did you see the lack of energy, or I don't know, energy is the right word, but urgency, whatever JPP brings? Was it different without him on the field?
It's always different when you lose a guy with that kind of energy, but from an urgency standpoint and an energy standpoint, we didn't lose anything there. We just got to coach it better and play it better.
You mentioned injuries a second ago in regards to Richard Sherman being able to play. How's Jamel Dean look?
Still got a couple of days to get ready. I mean, you play 100% of your career. You play at 100% your first year. After that, it's all tolerance, pain tolerance. So we'll see how he looks in a couple of days.
What's your impressions of Mac Jones when you watch him on field?
He's poised. He understands where to go with the football. You can tell he's extremely smart. You don't get to start on an NFL team as a rookie unless you're very talented and understand the game very well. He has good ball placement. He's very competitive, and I'm impressed with him.
Devin White's had some struggles the past couple of weeks. What have you guys kind of done to correct those? Watch film, go over tape, try to put him in a better position to make plays and succeed?
I don't think it's Devin. I think our defense has some struggles here and there. So you can point out a guy or a coach on every given play. We're just going to coach it better, and they're going to play it better, and we're going to play as a group and coach as a team and go from there. There's no specific guy that we can point out to say has not had a play or two that went the other way. So we're just going to work on that and work as a group and take care of our fundamentals and go play.
Are you guys doing anything differently preparation-wise this week on the defensive side of the ball? Because I know that wasn't how you guys envisioned playing.
No, we're not doing anything different. We just got to coach it and play it better. Everybody's in tune. Everybody understands that. We're 2-1. We understand we didn't play well, but at the same time, we understand it's week 4, so we got to go out and play.
Tom's a few years removed from this Patriots team, but he knows the offense. He knows Josh McDaniels very well. He knows what some of those players like to do. Has he kind of, spoke with you about any of that? Anything that they would like to run specifically that might help the defense?
No, more or less. He understands the Patriots, but they understand him as well. So we have things that we do that we like to run, and if we can incorporate something that fits what we do, we'll try and incorporate it. But it's always good listening to somebody else trying to give insight to another team.
Not a lot of young quarterbacks we've talked about will lower their heads and watch the blitz and worry about it. How does Mac handle pressure and things like that?
He stands in there. You know, that's what's great about him. He stands in there. He understands it. He knows where to go with the football, and he's very accurate in doing and going somewhere with the football.